So bring it on, hype, expectation, emotion, the game yet to kick off, the excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push open, establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply runners in the side.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making.
Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Forced to go back. Oh, it's Eze.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
ไม่ได้อะเห็นไหมchung với hàng đầu chứ.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and the source of many a good counter-attack.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Lepjet. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. That has ended up in no man's land. Yamal. Look at the space. Shoots! And it's come back out to him. Not the most convincing of passes. He's shot. Real chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Looking for options for movement. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Great vision. Dembele is wide and looking to get on. Great chance! Oh, what has happened here? Let's a look, plays it forward. Ambitious ball here. Nicely worked. And the shot's on here. Yamal. Always a very imposing presence at the back. That's destined for the flank. Dembele, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. It's loose, who's going to get there?
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ekitike, chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay on side.
Bale with the short one. Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Change of plan here, perhaps. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. Maldini is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Aimed beyond the defence. Dembele. Thinks one through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Yamal. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Hazard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nicked it back promptly. Ekitike was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And here's Dembele. Saliba. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could haves and should haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So there was the first half.
Argentina really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So straight into the second half.
Argentina clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Rodri. Hazard, player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's a sharp little ball here. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's found a way through. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Oh, that's neat. And this is Bale. And he's gone backward here. Nil-nil still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Oh, it's Dembele. Argentina can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Eze receives it in a wide position. And it's been hooked away. Well, they've got it again. Yaya Toure. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this? And he shoots! And that should get the job done. Well, this is certainly a game where the scoreline does not reflect the action. How it has stayed 0-0, nobody could quite understand. Now it's Dembele. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Rijkaard. He'll try from distance. Pitches it off him. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he get it through? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Ekitike. And Puyol. Yamal. And here's Bale.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Threads one in. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
That's it.
Manchester United have a free kick.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 17, Bellingham.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Seedorf.
Nedved.
Oh, chance for a shot! It's fallen kindly here.
Đúng rồi, học một tính ở đây luôn rồi.
That
Đã
could
bắt đầu
turn
vẫn
out to be
qua.
a huge goal.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rijkaard. Puskas. Rummenigge does really well to win the ball there.
Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Played not for naught, but there is time for no more. Like a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle.